Save that for the show. Alright,
let's just start it.
Yeah, it's already recording.
Hey, this is Bryan McBallz. This is Ultness vlog. We just saw the PS4 press conference, and everybody's here. We got JD over here.
Jordan Wade.
Jordan.
Mike Roninphan.
That asshole.
Yeah. So, PlayStation 4, they named it. I thought it was going to be Quattro, so...
Like 4 blades?
Yeah.
I thought
shit Quattro commotion.
Yeah.
Well, since like the Japanese are so worried about like, you know, there's some sort of stereotype, I thought it was going to be like PlayStation Death or something like that, just to totally just screw
yeah,
it's just a black system, no chrome finishes.
PlayStation Death, you know, just so we get around it.
4 for Japanese, and that's Shine is like death.
Yeah.
So it's closely related. I was actually predicting that it was going to just be called the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also thinking it was like, it could be PlayStation 4 here and a different name overseas altogether.
In Japan, yeah, that's a possibility.
So we still got Tokyo Game Show coming up.
Yeah.
E3
before
that. So that side of the world still has to be shown.
We got GDC.
GDC,
that's next.
I also want to get this out of the way. Are we pretty much all disappointed in it? The press conference?
I'm disappointed.
I thought it went on for like 2 freaking hours.
Well, it was incredibly long, and I kind of worried about that. At first, I was thinking, well, it's probably like an hour-long press conference. I'm like, well, no, because E3 went about an hour and a half last year, and I'm like, well, if it's an hour and a half, that's fine. But like, they opened up the press conference, so like, sit back and relax over the next couple hours. And I'm like, oh,
it was drawn out. They gave like a 30-minute presentation.
The worst part is that, no offense, but the foreign speakers, they just dragged it out long. I was like, oh my god.
just dropped all English altogether.
Like they went from like broken English to Japanese, like with just bam, you know, just hammer down. I'm gonna go this way.
It's like, I quit. Just get that guy on here.
I was. What do you think of the controller though? That was the only big reveal there.
It's a big. It's the biggest advancement they've made in the controller. The PS1, 2, and 3 were all very similar controllers. Right. It's not identical. And then they come out with this thing. It's got a touchpad and the
triggers are different.
The triggers.
Yeah, I heard it's more of an Xbox.
More ergonomic or something.
And it has a share button.
Yeah, and a touchpad. But I mean, overall, it's still a PlayStation controller.
Okay, so now everyone in the world is gonna have the ability to share, you know, their gameplay and stuff like that. I want to know who's going to be like, I don't feel like playing today. I'm just going to watch everyone else play this game.
Well, the thing is, was it Ustream that they're going to build into it?
Yeah, Ustream is the
well, spectator mode.
service,
It's great for fighting game fanatics.
Yeah. That's great for that point of it, but like...
Think how polluted it's going to get, though. If everybody with a PS4 can do it, there will be thousands of streams. And a lot of them will be like kids who don't know how to play.
and it's also built, it comes with the Kinect-like camera, right?
Yeah,
right.
Camera.
Supposedly it's packed in, and it's got the light.
It's supposed to read the light on the back of the controller now. So.
They said it's stereo to read width and, not width, but it read depth altogether.
I just think it's funny because if that works, I think it's going to be like trap roulette and just penises swimming everywhere.
It's like what Xbox Live Uno was for the first It was like the Wild West of the
The best part was one day I came over and he was playing Uno, and there's one dude wearing an Optimus Prime mask, and everyone's trying to get him to take it off. He's like, no.
I even had a persona on there. I like showed my ceiling fan, and I acted like I was a dude who imported Bulgarian fans. I was really proud of it. And they're like, show us your face. I'm like, no.
Look at my fan.
But there was only 2. I think there was only 2 in-house gameplay demos that were shown. The rest were just trailers. It was Killzone 4, which I think looks great.
Yeah.
There was great graphics with the reflections and all that, and the particle effects. But you said you noticed some glitching in it, right?
Well, I noticed teleporting in right after the explosion. You see people running in the background. There are people teleporting out as they're running across. I'm like, well, I don't think that's supposed to be part of the game. And you noticed.
I don't think it's supposed to be part of the game.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be. I could be wrong.
I saw 2 identical dudes. You know, when you're walking up and oh, hey sir, and it's like 2 bald dudes, like the same face. I'm like, what are they, twins?
No, there was one scene where the guy was. After the explosion went off and he goes to hide into cover, it was like, and there's a texture pop.
Right.
It was all black. It looked like it was a concrete block, and then when he finally got his shoulder against it, it turned into wood.
Well, you got to keep in mind it's also early in development.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think that was sort of a good thing in a way because it let us kind of know that I think it was actual gameplay. It wasn't just some tech demo.
They didn't overreach this time.
Like Killzone 2.
I'm just tired of that franchise.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. I think it looked great. I'm never gonna play it.
It shows off like power, as far as like what the system can do. But I'm seriously just tired of that franchise.
Yeah. Watch Dogs, was that actual on-stage game demo, or is that just a recorded game demo?
The post-show, the guy was saying that was actual gameplay, but it was running off of a PC.
That had PS4 specs or similar specs.
So they cheated.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they did cheat a bit.
But to be honest, that's still the best-looking thing they had shown at this press conference thing. I told you a long time ago that I had my theory when we first saw the Watch Dog trailer. And I know it's a far-reach theory, but you saw the way it looks with the UI. My theory that it's in the same universe as Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I was like, that'd be a cool thought, but I don't know.
It just looks so much like it, even like with the way that they designed the game. The parkour running, you have the way that the levels load in, the way that the icons go, like when he's doing like tasks and stuff.
Yeah, that's what. But it could just be. Them just saying the art director. Maybe they have the same art director. That could just be a coincidence.
What caught my eye was that new Capcom franchise, Down Below? What are they called?
Deep Down.
That looked really clean. The environment details.
that was spectacular.
That was like Skyrim on steroids, like as far as the presentation of it.
That looked clean. I was really impressed with that.
Graphical power. I mean, it looks like it's going to bring it. I thought it was cool that they copied the Wii U remote, didn't they? With the Vita.
Yeah.
So basically, you stream the game.
Yeah.
So you can stream the gameplay to the Vita and play it from the Vita, which I was like, they're just copying again.
Yeah, well, that's argumentative because you could be able to do that with remote play with your PS3 and the PSP.
Yeah.
Really.
You could play Lair, and there was I think it was Killzone that actually had a remote game where you played like a PSP game, and then you went back to the regular game.
The difference being too is Wii U remote you can't take out of the house, or you can't get out of range of the Wii U. The Vita you can take anywhere.
Did they say that?
I mean, I assume that you just transfer.
I would think
you have to be within a signal
is there a range?
Yeah, there's a signal range.
Yeah.
Because even like with the way the remote play works for the PS3 currently with it, you have to be in Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi connection.
Okay.
I mean,
but there's something else that I'm missing with the Vita and the PS3 currently right now because you could use it as a cross controller too, and it's really responsive.
That's why I wanted to know if they were going to do a cross controller because I would think that would sell more Vitas.
It's probably going to be packed in there. If PS3 could do it now with Sly Cooper and Street Fighter games now, then it's probably going to be a PS4 first.
I was waiting for a Vita price drop too.
Well,
yeah, that was on the roulette thing, the bingo chart.
I only don't announce that till like at least E3, but I
think that was one of their goals with this conference was to say, hey, Vita's still good. You know, we're going to put it in PS4 and the Move too.
Right, they said we got big plans for Vita and stuff like that. We plan on having crossplay. You plan on being able to do the transferring play. You know,
Me and Molecule with their that new game with the puppets.
Yeah, there was.
That was amazing.
They didn't have a title for that, right?
No, it was Create or.
Well, they said Creative Project or something. I don't forget what it was, but I
didn't care about it. It was cool graphically and power wise for the system to be able to do that, but I was like, I'm never gonna play with this game.
I see another rock band happening like that.
Really?
Well, you know, Bryan and I were talking like, you know, they show like the puppets having a guitar and playing, and the guy was doing it all on one wand, and it's like, I fear something like Wii Music where it's already in there and you just kind of shake and it does it for you, you know?
That's what I'm afraid of. Is like you go in there and maybe there's like 5 songs to select from and then you just head bob your dude with it.
Right.
Like how much time until you get bored with that? You know?
As it's AC/DC all the time, it's head shake.
As like a $15 app or something like that for PS4, I think it's worth it. Like, because I think you get mileage out of it. If it's a full price, like $60 game, then I probably would never touch it.